Nah. Oh! America! Who? Need some help, Scout? Yeah.
I don't know what weapon to choose.
Don't worry, Scout, I know who can help.
You guys read the title. Today we're going to be rating every scout weapon in TF2, not in order because I'm going to use a spinner to give us each weapon and I'm going to rate them. Alright, let's go. And I thought we were going to start off nicely today. Well, we're off to a bad start, but I gotta admit, the stock bat, we can all agree, it kinda sucks. It's like not really that much of a good weapon. It's very basic, you know, it's just there. I mean, it's like the first bat you ever have. So we can all agree that we can just put this at D tier. I really did not have any good memories with the stock bat. Bonk is pretty okay. In my opinion, Bonk is an alright weapon. You know, you just drink it to run past them sentries, you go super speed, go fast, boom, boom. But it's an okay weapon, I guess. It's not like bad, but it's just okay. But I gotta say, it's much better than the stock bat. So I'm gonna give this a C. Okay, we're actually on a good weapon. The Winger is actually pretty good. It's actually a good weapon. I actually use this weapon sometime, and it's actually really fun to use. It's not better than the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol though, but this weapon is actually pretty good. I like it. So I'm gonna put this at A tier. Now, I like this shortstop. It's actually a good weapon, but I had such a story with this weapon. I'm gonna tell you. So when I first got this weapon, I was going into the secondary, and I was like, where the fuck is the shortstop? And I kept looking and looking, and then I was actually rebooting the game as well. And then I go into primary, and I see it, and I was like, I'm an idiot. So overall, this is a good weapon. So I'm gonna give it a B tier. This gun is actually good. Like, it's a good gun. I like the Babyface's blaster. I don't really use it often, but when I want to, it's actually really fun to use sometimes. Not addicting for me, but I gotta admit, it's still fun to use sometimes. And the name, the Babyface's blaster. The best name I've ever heard on a gun. Yes, Scout has such a baby face. So, I'm gonna put this at B tier. The Sandman is the Sandman. I'll be for real right now, the Sandman is kind of mediocre. It's kind of a mid weapon. I didn't really have any fun with this weapon at all. I don't hate it, it's just like, it's just kind of bad. It's not a good weapon, and it's kind of shitty. No, not kinda, it's kind of very shitty. So, I'm gonna give this a respectable D tier. No. Since I really suck at melee weapons, one miss with this thing, and I fucking bleed. You don't exist to me. Do you want to be a supported scout? Do you want to be a med scout, scout medic, med scout, medic scout, scout med, then this is the perfect weapon for you. Yeah, if you want to be a supported scout, this is the weapon you should use. If you really want to heal your teammates, yes, this is the weapon. A funny jar of milk, and only milk. So I'm going to put this weapon on C tier. This is the best pistol ever on TF2. The Pretty Boy's pocket pistol is the best pistol ever. Now I am really cracked with this weapon. Like, I use this weapon a lot. This is like the weapon I'm actually using right now when I play. I get a lot of kills with this weapon. I am very crazy with this weapon. So since this is one of my favorite pistols of all time, I am definitely going to give this an S tier. Now the automatizer is actually one of the melee weapons I actually enjoy using. I am actually very good with the automatizer. Well, not really like good, but I'm good with it. I'm more better with the frying pan though. But this is one of the most good versions of melee weapons that I use. So this is gonna get a B tier.
I'm a force of nature.
Now the force of nature is a good weapon. Not a best weapon, but a good weapon. I had some fun with the force of nature. I was actually excited when I first got it, when I first started playing TF2. It's a really unique and cool weapon to have, and it's really fun to use sometimes. Especially when you want to like shoot it down and you like go up, like you're doing a little tiny rocket jump, but you just at a scout. But overall, this is a good weapon, so I'm gonna give this an A tier. Jesus Christ, the backscatter. I really did not have any memories with this at all. I really despise this gun. You can probably tell because in one of my videos I said I don't really like the backscatter. Listen, this is just a bad weapon for scout. Like, an actual bad weapon for scout. Just like bad. Like, it's not good at all. Like, I never had fun with this weapon at all. When I first got it, I just really regretted getting it. So I'm literally gonna give this an F tier. This weapon is ass. Aha, yes, the Christmas items. Yes. The candy cane is actually a good weapon. I kind of like using this. I feel silly with this sometimes. Like, I really do. Like, I'm literally holding a candy cane in the battlefield. That is so awesome. Like, who wouldn't do that in real life? Like, seriously. I would pay to see someone hold a candy cane in the battlefield. That would be the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Someone please do that. Please. Ask nicely. Okay, anyway, this weapon is good, so I'm just gonna give it a B tier. This weapon is pretty okay. I used to use this for a while. I actually kind of mained it a little bit, but then ever since I got the frying pan, I went a little too crazy. But this weapon is meh. It's alright. It's a fun weapon, I guess. If you're a real enjoyer with this, I'm glad for you. But for me, it's just okay. So I'm gonna give this C tier. This weapon's boring. I'm just kidding. It's kinda boring. If you don't miss. I always miss when I throw with this weapon, but still, it's kinda boring. But it always feels good when you hit someone. So I'm gonna give it a D. Bonk, but better. This is the cooler version of Bonk. So here we have Bonk, and this is the cooler Bonk. Yeah, Criticola is actually really good. It's really better than Bonk. Actually, like, I prefer this than Bonk. Like, I really do. But it's kind of stressful when you drink it and you don't really shoot anyone when you have your crits on, which kind of sucks. But it's still good and better than Bonk. So I'm gonna give this a C tier. S. Now the soda popper is good. It's like really good. It's a good weapon. I really like this weapon. I was really excited when I first got this weapon. I have fun with this weapon sometimes. I really love it. It's really good. You should really use this weapon if you really want to get skilled with this weapon. It's good. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. Once again, another Christmas one. Same thing like a candy cane. I'm also gonna give this a B because it's still Christmas and it would be silly to be on a battlefield with. The sun on a stick is the sun on a stick. It may give out the firepower like Pyro, but it deals less damage than even the stock bat. So of course it sucks. So I'm gonna give this an F. I've only used this one time and I already know this sucks. This really sucks. Now onto the final weapon of this tier list. That is the stock pistol. Yeah, it's a C tier.
Woo! What weapon will you pick?
Yeah! Woo! Boo! Yeah! Go, go, go! Ha! Good night, Irene.